Public voting to run government. Lawmakers are corrupt. That's why people need to make the laws and vote on bills themselves. All bills, popular votes, even over internet. Along with government. The system of government today is broken, not fair. The people aren't heard. People don't get their voice heard on all the issues. Elections are decided today by hundreds or thousands of votes. Turnout isn't all that great. People protest and don't vote because they think it's not going to help. Only hurt, with politicians lying, and not enough of candidates to choose from that support the people. And even when there are candidates, it's very narrow view. With government being secret, hidden from the people, their own records about the government all secret. No power for the people, just control by bad secret government groups manipulating things. What's the answer? Full disclosure, giving back the people their knowledge. Then let the people vote on the laws theirself. And change government, holding national and state elections, votes on what the people want to do, and government votes on laws and everything. Instead of Congress or courts or presidents or governors or senators give the people their jobs. People could go to the polls every week and everyone vote, even internet. Votes and mail too, and count their votes. Have everyone we can to verify their votes. Independent people groups. Many to count. To ensure no cheating. If the founders had this power, they would have did it. Their messages is clear: government for and by the people. And without the word of all the people, Congress is always hung, but clear public majority isn't hung. We can still have the leaders, Congress, and all elected people. But let's give the people the power alongside of them with all the control. No longer kings, but the people rule. Bill of Rights 12th article: the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. New fair court system. Basically 2 or 3 judges in an area vote. Elected judgment council. Votes. A jury can vote. If all are in non-majority, then a city council votes. The jury have the power to release judges too, and the judgment council too, but all have to vote in majority to find guilty, or at least the judges and jury and judgment council. This is called a legal team, and you would still have lawyers, prosecutors, bail, court attorneys, and law innocent until proven guilty. Beyond reasonable doubt. An elected judgment council can select jury of peers, and an elected council, along with judges, vote, a vote that counts, on any releases not guilty verdicts. Juries and judges and all get a vote. If a judge released, they're released. If judge holds, then judgment council and jury vote, with judges and can vote not guilty and release, or guilty. If any group releases, judges or jury or judgment council, then they're free. Majority. Votes used in breaking the tie. If still close, it can always be sent to higher courts, or elected high council breaks the tie. Elected judgment council and high council. In the event of a tie. Always around. To help. And higher courts and juries. 2. Another option is policemen's vote. Qualified police vote on whether there's evidence to dismiss or bring to court a case. The judgment council vote. Also judges too. Government officials can vote too, and also petitions and elections for release, verdict by people, and or pardons too, and from government. All have a vote on guilt, and if the defendant wants, he can have expedient trial and have judgment council sentence with judges from area. If it doesn't work out, he can seek jury and second ruling of all the legal team. 1 judgment council per city of 1,500 or less. Elected. Some cities can have many councils as needed. Finally, if it's close enough, appeal to the city council, the one with mayors that govern, and extra votes on case, can release, or guilty sentence, along with everyone's deciding, voting. Also, city council can appoint those in their stead. This is called a committee to vote in their stead. They report back to city council. Each councilman picks own representative. for their districts who represent them, or they just vote themselves. If guilty, then a sentencing trial begins, and a mayor could break an all-out tie, or close vote. If some on each group are divided, then majority vote is needed to sentence for guilt, and normal procedures between all the judges, and judgment council, and the jury, all can decide punishment. A majority of divided groups for innocent is innocent, or guilty is guilty, unless an undivided group votes not guilty. Then their release is secure, and all have the right to expedient trial by jury. 2. With everything else, and a judgment council of 5 to 7 people are elected. State-run militias by the people where government has and provides all citizens with weapons, housed in local places, and train the people to use them, and they don't have to take them home, and could have special militia police or MPs. Keep the peace in it, and the people, if we're attacked by foreign invaders or their own government, can fight, and know where to go to get their weapons, and military should train them how to use their weapons. Some of them just in case, then they can bring them over to help defend the homeland. And we as states should have survival food, and shelter and supplies, water, medical supplies, that we stock up on, and the excess, instead of wasting, have shelters and provide for homeless in government homeless shelters, or help the poor with community actions agencies, provide for all citizens and give them jobs in militia or in government. Also show the citizens that volunteer how to use military weapons and where to fall in or go if need to save this country in a world war emergency or alien crisis, and teach them how to hunt, be self-reliant, how to grow food. Survival skills too. Bill of Rights 5th Article: 8. Well-regulated militia, composed of the body of the people, being the best security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, shall not be infringed, but no one religiously scrupulous of bearing arms shall be compelled to render military service in person,